Today I will be taking a look at two vendors I bought games from on AliExpress, CSUO Fat Store and Big Kids Own Game Store. Both stores are my first time buying Mega Drive Repros from them, so let's see how this goes. I've actually been buying Super Nintendo Repros from CSUO Fat Store over the past few years, and they have just started selling Mega Drive Repros. And you know what? This is a really good quality repro. The cover art is of a high print quality. Most likely they get their cover art from the cover project, like most vendors I see on AliExpress. Game case that is again difficult to open. The price of Rambo 3 for the Sega Mega Drive can vary significantly based on the condition of the game, whether it includes the original packaging and manual, and where it is being sold. General idea of the price range you might expect to pay for the original game, noting prices can fluctuate based on demand. Complete in box from $50 up to $100 here in Australia based on what I've seen on eBay. I paid $14.29 for this repro. That's pretty good value if you ask me. Next up, we have World of Illusions starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I never owned this game back in the day, mainly because of Fantasia being a mess, and that put me off, even considering World of Illusions back then. But I've heard good things about this game over the years, and it only cost me $14, so I thought now is the time to get this. As with other retro games, the price of World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, can vary depending on several factors. I have seen this game selling for $24 on eBay, but in really bad condition, and up to $1,200 water graded. Just from looking at these two games from CSUO Fat Store, the game case is textured as the original game cases, but can be very difficult to open at first. The cartridge also looks to be of a high quality with the Sega logo on the back of the shell. The PCB, from what I've seen here, looks very high quality as well, but we will open one up soon to take a look inside. Some of their games do sell with manuals, but at a higher price. World of Illusion for $14, I am really happy with this. Next up is Dragon's Lair, the Adventure Continues prototype from Big Kids Own Game Store. The prototype of Dragon's Lair for the Sega Mega Drive is a particularly rare and sought after item among collectors. Prototypes are typically early versions of games that were used for testing and development purposes before the final version was released. They often contain differences from the retail version, such as unfinished levels, different graphics, or other unique features. I've seen this selling on eBay and Etsy up to $90, and most of the time the sellers get this game from AliExpress for only $14. I have no idea till I try this game to see if it's the version that had bug fixes by Master Lin Kuei. As you can see, this is a standard cartridge case and PCB. The top of the game label is almost perfect with the alignment of the lettering. And of course is once again the glossy game case that most vendors include. As you can see with this game case, there is a bit of plastic overhang on it. I've seen this with all glossy cases I have bought on AliExpress, and that's just the way it is with a lot of these game cases. But vendors are getting a lot smarter with supplying better quality cases now, and they are the ones to buy from. Lastly, we have Quackshot starring Donald Duck. This is a hard game to find on AliExpress because of copyright infringements, I'm guessing, but CSUO Fat Store has it in stock for now. Prices typically range from $25 to $60. For example, complete versions are listed for about $25 to $83 on eBay. I ended up paying $26 for this game, which includes the game manual, and that was the only way to buy this game. Again, the quality is amazing. Cover art is a high print quality, the same game cases that are so difficult to open. There is a hack for that, but I'll leave that for another video. High quality cartridges, and I think it will have identical PCBs much like Stardust Game House Store and Fantasy World Classic Game Store. Pricing and postage is about the same as Fantasy World Classic Game Store, and shipping time to Australia is about 10 working days. Looking at this manual, while not being perfect, this is the best manual I have come across on AliExpress, so I'm really pleased with that. I've done a few repro videos now, and I get a bit of mixed reaction from viewers in the comments section. Some say I'm not a real collector because I have repros. Fair enough, I guess. But retro gaming has become a cultural phenomenon, with YouTube channels, Twitch streams, and social media influencers popularizing retro games. This visibility boosts interest and demand in these games. Titles like Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, Stadium events for the NES, and Panzer Dragoon Saga for the Sega Saturn have seen prices skyrocket, often reaching several hundred or even thousands of dollars for complete mint condition copies. I don't have a disposable income to spend hundreds of dollars on a game, especially in a cost of living crisis. The high prices make it challenging for new collectors and gamers to enter the retro gaming scene, or like myself, I'm trying to rebuild my Mega Drive collection that I sold off decades ago. High prices potentially limiting the audience to those with significant disposable income, locking the rest of us mortals out of the hobby that we love. And that's not really fair, is it? As prices for original games continue to soar, the market for reproduction games and pirated copies grows. While these provide a cheaper alternative, they often come with quality and authenticity issues. Unscrupulous sellers may try to pass off repro games as originals, deceiving buyers and potentially leading to financial loss and distrust within the gaming community. Even when sold openly as reproductions, these games can be misleading if not clearly labeled, causing confusion among less informed buyers. Okay, let's wrap this video up. I've taken the copy of Dragon Lair cover art and put it into the other reproduction game case that I have, which is very much like the original Mega Drive game case. But it just doesn't fit in perfectly. There is just like a millimeter or two of overlap in the game cover. I have to say this is a really good quality cover art, by the way. I'm really happy with that from this particular seller. So what I'm going to do is take it out of the game case and I'm going to just cut it to fit, hopefully fit perfectly into this game case. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I have other videos on the channel with other vendors I do recommend on AliExpress, so check that video out. Also remember when buying from AliExpress to check the reviews from the vendors' websites, as there's a lot of customers on there that do post reviews, positive or negative. Always check them out. So until next time, take care.